going on, everybody? Hope you guys like the blizzard series that we did, the 3-part videos of the big blizzard we got what's it now, 2 weeks ago. It's kind of funny, it's in the 60s today. All the snow from that storm is pretty much melted except for the snowbanks, but that was the biggest storm we've had in a long time, and we definitely worked really hard on that one. About 4 days total cleaning up. It was a lot. So just want to take the opportunity while I got everything back in the shop and everything's been cleaned and washed. Good opportunity to kind of do an equipment walkthrough video of you know, basically our 2022 fleet. Just kind of give you guys, you know, anybody that's new to the channel or really doesn't know our history, just kind of a little background about myself and how the company started, and you know, just so I can kind of, you know, answer a lot of questions I get all the time about stuff. So figured why not do it today. It's a beautiful day out in the 60s and all the equipment's here. So I'm gonna start. So basically, as everybody probably figured out by now, we are technically a swimming pool service company. In the winter we turn over and do snow plowing and you know, snow services. That's obviously our off season. Most pool companies, honestly, in this area, I should actually back up. We're based out of Massachusetts. I know some people will probably figure that out, but we're basically right south of Boston on the South Shore. So up here, obviously, we don't have a full pool season year round. So we do swimming pool work April through usually mid to early November, and then we switch over. We kind of have a little lull season where there's not much going on, which we try to stay busy with random work, and you know, we do have a, you know, equipment and a dump truck and stuff like that. So, but once snow season comes, we basically turn over to a full service, you know, snow management company. We're not huge. We got 3 plow trucks, 2 Bobcat, two skid steers. So we're not the biggest company in the world. You know, we're still growing. So basically, a little background on myself. Obviously, my whole background's in the swimming pool industry. I've been in the swimming pool industry now. This is what, my 16th season. So I started doing that when I was 16, right out of high school. I basically worked my way up into that, you know, that industry for a while, doing retail and kind of learning the trade. About 6 years ago now, I think it was 6 years ago, 2016, I took the jump and started my own company. The original truck that started the company's not here today. It's still around though. It's a 2006 Ford Ranger, and that's what I started the company with, basically going around cleaning pools on the side, and then branched off into, you know, I was doing it while I was still working at my other job, and then branched off into my own company. So that's kind of a little background of, you know, me. Obviously I'll have other videos kind of going more in depth, you know, more about me, but so basically, as far as the company started, we started in 2006 with a Ford Ranger. Literally just cleaning pools and doing pool openings and closings. Didn't make much money that year, obviously being the first year. That summer I went out and I bought this truck. So this is basically our second truck. It's the first technical company truck, I guess you want to call it. This is truck number 3. This is basically my personal truck. It's a 2016 Ford F-250. It's a gas truck. I don't own anything diesel except for the 2 machines behind me. But this was basically the original truck that started, I would say started the snowplow side. But we bought this in 2016 in July. I bought the plow back there, if you can see it, separately, put it on this truck, and basically went out trying to find some driveways to get into the snow plowing business. And that first winter, I only had about 10 to 15 residential customers. Wasn't much, and I was helping my uncle plow a parking lot, so really just kind of get my feet wet. Didn't really know the industry, really didn't know much about plowing. I had shoveled for friends in the past, but as far as, you know, the business side of it, I had no idea. So that's basically how the plowing side of it got started. Me and my younger cousin David, who's actually my head guy now, we basically went around in this truck. He was shoveling, I had my snowblower, and we had the plow, and we just took care of residential customers for the first year. The second year, 2017, we grew a little bit. The pool side grew a lot, and we added a second truck number 4 over here. So this is a 2017 F-250. Different, you know, same, they're both F-250s, but obviously different body style. They changed the style from 16 to 17. I bought this truck with the plow, came with it as a package deal, and then we added the sander in the back that winter as well. This is a Boss VBX 6500. It's a 1 yard unit. It's a smaller unit, but for the size of the truck, it's perfect. It literally, you know, you can leave the toolbox in and everything. So this was our second addition to the company. In that second winter when we were plowing, I actually picked up our first commercial customer, which was one of the churches that we still do. Really not the biggest, you know, customer, but we did the driveways. We went all out on them that winter. We were doing, I think, close to 60 residential customers, which at the time wasn't too bad because we had 2 trucks. We could split them. I think we did, you know, 30 and 30, and then we, you know, kind of tag team the parking lot. But that's kind of how we really got going with the snow is in the residentials that year. It's kind of funny, fast forward now 5-6 years later, we're working on getting out of the residentials now just because they're just kind of a pain for us. But that was kind of the second winter. The third winter, I'm trying to remember. I think that winter we picked up 2 more commercial customers, and we were still doing the 60 driveway, so we had a lot on our plate then. Fourth year, which was what, 2 years ago, we picked up our dump truck. This is a 2019 F350. Same thing, it's a gas truck. Came with the plow as well, package deal. So we picked this up. The salt spreader that we got in here, the Polycaster, is new this year. I'm sure you guys have seen those videos. We just added this. Our landlord actually was getting rid of it, so we bought it off him for a pretty good price. So this has only been in the truck for about a month and a half, 2 months, not too long at all. But basically that year we added this truck, so we had three trucks going, and we were up to, I think, about 6 parking lots at that point. We kind of started, the last couple of years we've been kind of starting to phase out of the residential customers a little bit. So I should also go back. Our Bobcat we bought in 2017. So we also do above ground pool installation, stuff like that. So we bought this in 2017. This is I think it's a 2001. Don't quote me in the exact year. It's an older unit. It's a 2001 S185. Definitely an older unit, but for the years, we kind of, you know, put some paint on it just to clean it up. It's obviously a little rusted. This is actually our salt machine at this point for the winter. We just literally use it to load salt here at the yard. During the season, we definitely, you know, do use it other places, but this is more of our yard machine at this point. But it's a great, you know, for an older unit, this thing's awesome. I can't complain whatsoever. So we picked this up as well back just when we're starting to get kind of into more of the commercial stuff a little more. Just because obviously if we needed to move snowbanks and stuff like that, we needed a machine to do that. So that's where that Bobcat came from. Basically the last couple of years we've just been kind of, you know, slowly growing, learning the snow business. Obviously the pool side of the business as well is growing. I'm not going to talk too much about the pool side in this video just because I know most everybody on this channel is more for the snow content. But basically the snow and the pool business have been growing over the last couple of years big time. And as far as the snow business, like I said, when I started, I really had no background in it, didn't know much. So everything that we've been doing has been kind of a learning process, especially when it gets into, you know, the snow, you know, the ice and stuff like that. You know, spreading salt and, you know, kind of techniques behind that. We're still learning. We're not the best at it, but we've definitely learned a lot the last couple of years. Even just this year alone, we had a big ice storm. We've really learned a lot from that. So, but basically the fleet, we have 3 trucks, and then our new machine too. I should probably mention this one. Definitely, I know if you've been watching our videos, you've seen this guy. We picked this up this winter. We got it in, what was it, December. We ordered it back in October, finally got it in December. It's a used machine, 2019 Cat 246D. This thing's a beast. Obviously, you see the size difference between the two. We got the snow bucket on this right now. We have a push box and the regular bucket for it that are at one of our plow sites I gotta actually pick up this week. But this thing has been awesome for the snow this year. It's been nice having 2 machines because we can actually leave one here for salt at the yard, and then this can be out in the field. And then if we really, which we didn't need it, but if we really needed it, we have 2 machines to go out and do snow removal, stuff like that. So I got the snow bucket still on this from the last storm. We just washed this machine this morning, so it's nice and clean. Got to go through and grease her all up and all that stuff. So yeah, this is basically the fleet right here, what you're looking at. Like I said, we're not the biggest company in the world. It's me, I have 2 head guys, and then 2 helpers. So there's only really 6 of us. handle the pool business and the plowing. So we're by no means a massive company. Everybody always comments, and I know I've said it in almost every single video, but everybody always comments about straight blade plows, why we have them, all that stuff. I'll explain myself again. I do it all the time, but unfortunately there's a lot of, I don't know what to call you guys, but a lot of people on YouTube that, I don't know. I don't know what to call you, but you're always making comments about having straight blade plows. I would love to get, eventually get into a V plow or, something bigger. Every piece of snow equipment I own is 100% paid off. The only thing that's not is the new machine behind me and these 2 trucks. The pickup truck doesn't have much left on it, but most of my stuff's paid off, and that's kind of how I try to run it, is I don't want a ton of debt. So to buy a new, a V plow or, expandable wing plow, you're looking $8,000 to $10,000 with the rates they are now, and I just honestly cannot justify spending $10,000 on a plow where I already have 3 paid off plows. It just, I mean, I get it is going to make things better. It's going to help us out a little bit, but I mean, at this point, we only get, and we've only had 2 snowstorms this year. Last year we had 4, so it's not like we're plowing every week or every day. The way these winters have been going, we're only plowing a couple times a winter. So for me to go spend, $10,000 on a plow, and if I was to get 3 of them, we're looking at $30,000 of cash, and that's a lot of money for a seasonal business, As far as our business goes, the snow plowing, yeah, obviously we want to make money doing it. But basically, a lot of it is just to stay busy in the winter and pay the bills. Eventually, yes, I'd like to get into it to the point where, it's not a full-time year-round business, obviously, but very profitable. We'll get there someday. I mean, that's not my goal. We're obviously a pool business at the end of the day. That's our focus. That's where we make 90% of our money. Literally all the snowplow money, it goes to pay the winter bills, because we have 6-7 months of our off-season where we're not doing any work usually. And the snowplow money is literally, most winters we profit a little bit, but it's basically a break even for us. We pay all our bills, we come out of the winter, we don't have to drain our bank accounts out. It keeps the guys busy. There's nothing but positives about it, but it's a very seasonal business for us. It's not our full-time hustle. It's just kind of our wintertime, stay busy work and to pay the bills. So that's kind of my whole philosophy, why I haven't, I don't have the fancy plow, stuff like that. Even with our machines, I had the option to get a track machine, but, unfortunately, I mean, those things are $20,000, $30,000 more than a tire machine. I can't justify spending $30,000 more to get a machine that's pretty much going to do the same thing as far as plowing. We bought this machine strictly pretty much for snow work. So yeah, a track machine would be great, but, I don't need the fancy stuff. I know a lot of you guys on YouTube, you like seeing the fancy stuff, and I get it, but from a business standpoint, sometimes it's not, it doesn't make sense. For us, our little hustle we got going on, the straight blade plows and everything we got works. We're extremely profitable, and we don't have a ton of debt. So that's my little rant on that. I get it all the time. It's just, it does get annoying pretty much. And I know it's a lot of new viewers, but a lot of the comments on every single video we post is about the plows. I get it, but you know what? If you're gonna buy me a plow, great. I'll buy me a plow, I'll put it on the truck, and I'll put it in every single video. Until then, we're gonna use what we got. So, but yeah, it's basically a little history on our snow business here. Obviously, in the future, I want to expand, more and more, and we're definitely getting there. I mean, we've been at this for 6 years, and I literally started with a Ford Ranger to start this company, and we have now, $200,000-$300,000 in equipment. So, we'll get there. I mean, we're still new. Obviously, another thing I mentioned, this is all out of my pocket. I don't have investors. I don't have people handing me money. I don't have any, I don't even have a business loan, to be completely honest. I've done everything out of my pocket. So that's kind of why our fleet's small, and it is what it is. But at the end of the day, we're making money. It's all going in my pocket, into the bank. And that's what matters at the end of the day from a business point of view. So hope you guys liked the video. I'm probably gonna do some more of these type of videos in the future. I mean, the plowing is great when we get snow, but unfortunately it's one of those things we don't get much often, so we got to kind of get creative with what our videos are like. So appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you in the next video.